Dear all, welcome you to my channel. This is some sharing about my life experience in the US and Hong Kong. I think in the recent months, many people are experiencing great challenges. Under Trump administration, every day is a very exciting day to many supporters, but to those who don't support or disagree, every day to them seems a nightmare or some great challenges facing them. Today I would like to talk about the word tariff. This word, I think most people won't welcome it. I learned this word since my secondary education. I know that because I am from Hong Kong, and then the book always teaches us that Hong Kong is an international free trade port, and then Hong Kong is free of all tariffs. So there's no tariffs in Hong Kong, and all import and export products, there is no tariff, and then that's why the goods can be so cheap. Everything in Hong Kong can be much cheaper than any other Western countries. And I haven't heard about this word for a long time, because as I know that Hong Kong is tariff-free, so for so many years I don't need to pay attention to this word after studying. But recently in the US, then I heard about this word tariff again, and then it can be a very frightening word to most of the people in the US or to many countries who have to pay high tariff rates immediately or sooner or later. Hong Kong now is still tariff-free. That's why when Trump requests 145 percentage for any product sending to US, so even the small parcel, it is no longer free of tariffs, no longer free of any charges. So the Hong Kong Post Office now facing a great problem, because the 145% apply to all China, including Hong Kong, but Hong Kong said that Hong Kong say that she has no tariff. So the post office cannot charge or cannot collect any tariff fee. So they stop sending the small parcel if the U.S. government need to get the tariff cost. So now I don't know what will happen. Maybe yet the people in Hong Kong cannot use the public resources. They must use the private resources to send their small packages, their products to the U.S. So now the tariff system in the U.S. under the Trump administration apply to nearly all the countries in the world, and then some are really facing a great rise of the products because of facing a very high tariff rate, especially the products from China. Well, 145%, especially to Hong Kong. Because Hong Kong in the past, as Hong Kong is a free trade port, so other countries also won't charge any tariff on the products from Hong Kong. So Hong Kong also won't charge any tariff cost from any other country's product. So now there's the problem, if they Hong Kong is facing the same tariff rate, but Hong Kong still claim that it is a free trade port. So they what should they do? What can they do? And then how can they face this tariff problem? Can they just stop receiving and sending any product which is under the tariff restriction. So what will happen to Hong Kong's economy? Now the post office is already affected, and because now it seems that of course China is not tariff free, but Hong Kong still claims that they are customs tariff free. So there's a big challenge. What will happen then? And now in the U.S., some friends of Trump, some supporters of Trump, of course, welcome this rise of tariff, so that they can have a equilibrium, okay, between the import and export trade between U.S. and other countries, and then some are optimistic that if they if the tariff cost is raised, then maybe those U.S. Companies or U.S. factories, they will come back to the U.S. To invest in U.S. and then to produce the product in the U.S. so they don't need to face the tariff, the high tariff rate cost on their products. So they're optimistic in that way, but some are pessimistic. They will think that then there will be a rise of cost for all those products importing to the U.S. and then customers have to pay more, and then maybe, and then the surrounding country, of course, are not happy with the U.S. They said that we have long been partners, trading partners, political partners, military partner, but now you are putting tariff restriction on us. But actually, those countries, I only know recently from the press release from the U.S. that actually those countries have put a high tariff cost on the U.S. product long time ago for so many years. There is an unfair treatment. You can say that unfair. Trump also said that it is unfair because other countries, even they claim that we are friends, we are brother countries, but they charge a high tariff cost from U.S. products. But U.S. haven't put any tariff cost, or the tariff cost is low as compared to what the U.S. face from other countries. So it seems really unfair. And then what Trump said, that he only want to be fair. He only want to make everything happen between the U.S. and other countries fair. So he start putting high tariff costs for all those products from countries who has also put high tariff percentage on the U.S. products, or even have some restriction on the U.S. products, or even haven't import any U.S. products. So it seems really unfair. But maybe in the past, why the U.S. can accept that for so many years? Maybe in the past, U.S. Want to keep as a big brother image. I am the big brother, so I don't mind helping my younger, poorer sisters and brothers, so that no problem. Okay, I treat you as a poor one, a weaker one, little one. So just do what you like. We are strong America. We are big country, so we don't mind the tariff cost or anything. And then in the past, there is a global concept. So to make every country in the world stronger. Okay, even though it affect the U.S., it's okay because U.S. is so strong that we won't be easily affected. But you can see that what's being revealed under the Trump administration, that the U.S. has already undergone a quick national debt with a high interest rate, and there are all those unfair treatment between countries on the tariff system or on the trade. All right. So now the word tariff once again come into my mind, and then it seems that I try to go back to the second school to learn this term tariff again. and then I checked that Hong Kong still confirmed that, or still insist that Hong Kong is a free trade port. Hong Kong has no tariff, but now facing these challenges that the U.S. Treat you as part of the China, and then China, of course, has a tariff cost, has tariff system on the incoming products. Okay, so what should Hong Kong do? And then can Hong Kong's free trade status be maintained for how long, or how to maintain it under this situation, or will Trump and the U.S. treat Hong Kong differently, or if not, how Hong Kong can maintain this status under China's sovereignty, under the same treatment from other countries. It's so fun. Actually, I should worry about the coming economy of Hong Kong and China, but it seems that Hong Kong and China have no worry, so I don't need to worry for them, because they still say that, oh, it's okay, you put high tariff rate on, I also put high tariff rate on you. That's no problem. And then Hong Kong, of course, support mainland China. They will also say that no problem. So if they say no problem, then why should I have worry for them? But just wait and see what will happen in future. But all people can see that this a tariff restriction actually actually is only used as a weapon, a skill, a bargaining technique to force all those countries to negotiate or to lower their own tariff cost on U.S. products only. What Trump wants is only a fair treatment. So if you don't want me to charge you high, you also don't charge me high. Then that is fair. So what Trump is doing and insisting, he always emphasizes that I just want to be fair. I just want to do things fair for the U.S. and for my U.S. people. I don't. He never emphasized that U.S. Should keep her image as a big brother, biggest brother, strongest brother. He wants to make America great, but not by preserving this image of a big brother, but actually inside the U.S. economy actually suffer a lot. He only wants to make America great again with fair treatments from all those countries who have been treating the U.S. unfairly in the past for so many years. So you can see that if the factories come back, the companies come back to the U.S., and then if more industries come to U.S. to start their industry, to produce their products, and also the surrounding countries also try to negotiate to offer the U.S. products a lower tariff rate, or even no tariff, or even welcome the U.S. product to come in. Okay, I just know that some U.S. products are not allowed to go into certain countries, but all the products can go into the U.S. country. So now we can understand that why the U.S. now try to be so you can say that so against the other countries. It seems that it's not friendly action. It seems that the U.S. is treating the other countries unfairly. But this unfairly stand must be taken, because the friendly stance in the past only caused bad effect on the U.S. And then Trump, of course, won't allow this status quo to remain for for even for one more day. You can see that he start doing that. The first day he resumed his administration, and then every day he has every day he signed the executive order. I think every order is really a bomb to all those people concerned, all those countries concerned, and then he keeps signing every day. Every day he signs so many executive order which affects so many people, not only inside the U.S. but outside the U.S. Not only affect the U.S. country, but all those countries around. So it is really global, global effect, global influence, global impact on actually really on every country. And then you can see that disagreement, conflict, argument, or even attacks, or even bad relationship with other countries. But what's the use of keeping good relationship but at your own loss, your own cost? Of course, if we have to keep a good relationship, especially between friends or even family member or even couples, we must be fair. Okay, you treat me fair, I treat you fair. We must stand on the fair. We must stand on the fair situation, so that we can talk, we can negotiate, we can do business fairly, bringing good effect on both sides. Both sides, right? We cannot just let one side benefit and then the other suffer. For any spousal relationship, family relationship, or between friends, between anyone, between any country, we must be fair. That's good. You cannot say that, oh, you destroy our good relationship, you destroy our system, you destroy the U.S. System, which has been running for so many years. But basing on the unfair treatment, unfair standpoint, unfair economy, unfair condition, then that is not good. So I think that now what the U.S. And the Trump administration fighting to get back the treatment that they should receive fairly from all the countries around. Don't say that in the past World War. Don't say that I should not do that. Okay, I must do that for the benefit of the U.S. people. So now I focus on bringing benefit to the U.S. people rather than bringing benefit to all people in the world, but without regarding our own benefits. Okay, so let's wait and see how Hong Kong maintain its status quo as a free trade port. How China face this 145% tariff rate, how China and the U.S. negotiate or keep fighting in this trade war, or how the U.S. government insists on gaining a fair treatment for other countries. This free trade war, this tariff raise actually is only a negotiating weapon, a deal technique used by Trump. He always say that, oh, welcome negotiation. Okay, so whether the tariff trade war will boost or harm the economy of the U.S. or for the whole world, we still have to wait and see. And of course, maybe different impacts to different countries. Maybe there is a boom in the economy or any industry in certain countries, but not for all countries. Of course, the U.S. government want that you will boost the economy in the U.S. In all kinds of industry. Of course, they don't want to make any industry suffer, or some industry suffer, but some other industry enjoy a bloom. That then of course that's not the best. The belief behind the trade war that it will bring a bloom in the economy in the whole U.S. Of course, now the direct response from the people in the U.S. or from the whole world can be reflected from the investment, from the investment market. We can see that the stock market has really has a great earthquake, right? So some people already suffer. Of course, it may be a short term. It is not in the long run. So in the coming future, we live maybe not only a few months but a few years to witness, to testify, to see and to be affirmed whether this tariff trade war can really boost the U.S. economy, or it will harm not only the U.S. economy but the global economy. Of course, those people take sides, either supporting or opposing. Those opposing, of course, they will cite those experts from the finance, from the economy, and then they will believe that looking at the past history, you can see that every time when a country poses a great tariffs on other countries, then you will bring some economy devastation to the whole world, not only to certain countries. And then those believers, of course, they believe that Trump is a good dealer. Trump can make good deals. So this tariff system is only a technique to ask for a good deal between the U.S. and other countries when they between their products, okay, to make the selling and purchasing of products between countries a fair one, especially between the U.S. and other countries. So those believers, of course, they are waiting for a financial bloom. They believe that this raise of tariffs, this raise of a high tariff rate will force those investors, will force those factory owners, company owners to come back to the U.S. to invest. So they believe that this policy will finally, okay, boost the economy in the U.S. because any policy or any change in policy can only be seen in a few months. Of course, in the coming few years, if it has a bad influence, maybe the economy will continue to drop, or maybe it will drop in the beginning, and then there will be a bloom in the next years. Okay, so we have to trust your own belief. We have to wait and see. If you believe that it is a bad policy, of course you want to overflow it at once. You don't want to give it any time to waste, to harm the economy. But if you are a believer, you really need years to wait and see the outcome. And of course, during this few years, you must make sure, you must do anything. You must try your best to get it done, to make the economy, to boost the economy in any way you can, not just by the tariff system, but by the exercising, by the full execution, by the good administration of that kind of tariff system. Because sometimes the belief is good, the policy is good, the thought, the philosophy behind is good, but the execution, the administration, the management must be good too, so that there is no Bible behind, there is no raised behind, and then that they can gather great support so that to make sure everything concerned will be trying its best and experience the best, so that to prove that whether this raise in the tariff rate can really boost the U.S. economy or even the global economy, because I don't believe that the U.S. If the U.S. economy is good, but all the global countries' economies are bad, you won't be like that. Maybe a few countries will benefit. Some country will be badly influenced or even devastated. We don't know that, but at least you should not cause the global the devastation, okay, in the economies. So we have to give time to that policy to prove to the public, okay, whether it can really boost or harm the economy. Also, it also require us time and patience to wait for Trump to testify whether he's a caliber, or whether he is an idiot, just as his supporter and opponents insist on. Okay, some insist that he is a caliber, some insist that he is an idiot. Okay, of course, if the policy proved to be bad, proved to harm the economy, not only in the U.S. but in global economy, of course. People will think that he is an idiot. If the economy is good only to the U.S. but to the globe, okay, to all countries, then of course people will believe that he's a caliber. He's caliber in making deals, in business, in politics, in economy, in execution what he believe, and then also in gathering a group of caliber team. Okay, one of them is Elon Musk. Okay, so the whole team actually must testify whether they're caliber or idiot. Okay, and not only by the final result a few years later, but by every day, every month, how the market respond, how the public respond, how the community, how the world respond, how the U.S. respond, and to make sure that the economy is stabilized, the economy is blooming, to gather more support from people and from other countries, so that the other countries will also like to support, will also like to take a more positive attitude. Those who take negative attitude, they will also come back to negotiate with the U.S. We can see that many countries start negotiating already. Many countries start cancel the tariff on U.S. goods already. Some, of course, some insist that they will keep fighting. Okay, they will keep fighting in this trade war. And then, oh, if you raise my tariff, I also raise your tariff. So that is the real trade war by tariffs. So we have to see how the whole world and how the U.S. people, how the economy respond to this raise in tariff rate, this trade war, to see, to decide whether this president, whether his whole team is caliber or idiot. Okay. See you. Thank you. Welcome you to subscribe to my channel and share my videos.